So I thought I'd go ahead and vlog my preparation for meatballs, and it's a dish that I get asked a lot about, and I just decided that I would vlog it. A lot of my friends and family do watch the vlogs, and I make a lot of my recipes on there so they could see as well how I do it step by step. And like I said, one of the recipes is my meatballs with a sweet barbecue sauce on them, and I will go ahead and vlog that so I could share it with you all, since I decided to make that today, and I thought, well, I'm just gonna vlog it. So the first thing that I get is pork and beef, but I decided this time just to get, just go full on pork. But what I like to do is, mix ground pork and ground beef. So that's normally what I do, but in this case today I'm just going with the pork. And I have A1 sauce, I have ketchup, mustard, this is the coarse mustard, extra virgin olive oil, Italian parsley, fresh basil, which is from my garden, and feta cheese. I like to use feta. Now some people use Parmesan cheese in their meatballs, and that's fine. I use that as well, but I'm going to use feta today. And an egg, onion, garlic, and breadcrumbs. And then also they have the thin little breadcrumbs that you can buy at the store. Sometimes I will use those if I have them on hand. Other times I'll get bread and then just put it in the food processor, so they'll be, more of a grounded up consistency. But for my meatballs, this is how I do it. I just break apart bread and leave it kind of chunky like this. So it's completely up to you whether you want it to be more chunky, or if you want it to be ground up. The first thing I've done is I've taken my bowl and put my pork in there, and I've put salt, pepper, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, and was that everything? Yes, that was everything. I put that on here, and I'm just going to give it a toss with my hands. Next thing I've done is I have added these 4 products, which is A1 ketchup, ground mustard, and extra virgin olive oil. So you're not going to mix with your hand too long, because you want your meat to be moist and not tough, and the more you're kind of manhandling it, the more tougher your meat will be. So just kind of make sure everything's combined, and don't take too long in mixing it up. Next, I'm going to add my chopped parsley and basil right into the mix. Now I chopped up my garlic and onion, and that's going in as well. Alright, so now everything is pretty much in there minus the egg. I'm just going to again quickly hand mix this, and once everything's combined, then I'm going to add the egg last. Alright, egg is in, and I'm going to give it a quick hand mix. Just start forming little mini meatballs and putting them on my baking sheet. And this is just parchment paper that I have right on top, and that's where I'm going to place them. Alright, so I am done rolling up my meatballs. As you can see, they're not that big. They're just little bite size, decent sizes. I don't like to have them, real big. And I'm going to go ahead and make another batch. As soon as I'm done making all the meatballs, I'm going to place them in my fridge, because I've just prepped. But I like to prep them and have them made already, because I want them to kind of set in the fridge or the freezer. You can also make these ahead of time and freeze them. But what I like them to do is hold up while I'm frying them up. And if the meat is too soft, they'll kind of fall apart, or they won't stay perfectly round. So that's what I'm going to do, is just put them in the fridge and have them set up until tonight when I'm ready to fry them. So I have my olive oil heating now under medium heat, and I'm just going to add in the meatballs. and just allow those to fry up. Alright, so they're in, and I just have a couple at a time. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. You just want to have just a few and not mess with the temperature of your oil. So just put in a few at a time without overcrowding, and just make sure that you leave them in for a little bit and then turn them on the other side. Okay, so one batch is done, and now I'm just going to go ahead and drop a few more in and take these out. Alright, so I've added my meatballs right back into my pan. And now I'm just going to combine some barbecue sauce with this sweet chili sauce that I get at the Asian store. Mixing these two sauces together to make a sauce for the meatballs. I've added the two sauces, which are the sweet chili sauce, Asian, and the original barbecue sauce, and they look absolutely divine.
Yeah.
And it's done.
Yeah.
Yum. And what do you think of it, son?
Yum.
He said yum. And if he said it, it must be true.